Hey, I'm so glad you came in today. Um, we've been working in those last couple sessions, been working about with the cognitive behavioral therapy, linking emotions and thoughts and behaviors. So we're just kind of going to continue with that today. Does that sound okay?
It sounds okay.
Awesome. So tell me, how has your week at work been?
It's been okay. It does get a little frustrating because, again, this week we have a potluck on most Fridays, and my boss continues to think that I don't make any of the food that I bring in. Um, I made stuffed mushrooms this time around, and she just doesn't believe that I can cook, and she says stuff like, "Well, I bet you just brought that in, and you didn't have anything to do with it. Your wife just made it, and you carried it in."
How does that make you, like, what thoughts go through your mind when she's...
Well, I mean, I feel like that's a little bit ignorant, especially in today's times that things are changing and guys can cook and clean too.
You think there's... I mean, where do you think she gets that belief from?
Well, it's probably just how it is in her family. I'm pretty sure she does most of the cooking and the cleaning and does she takes care of the kids most of the time, and her husband just lays around and doesn't do anything.
Okay, well, what's it like in your household?
I do most of the cooking and the cleaning. My wife helps me some, but it's not that much. She's got a lot of other stuff that she does.
I'm sure she does. So, when this boss, I think in the last meeting you said her name was Stephanie?
Yes.
Yes. When she says these things, what kind of thoughts or feelings go through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I feel aggravated that, like I said, that I feel like just that's an ignorant belief, and it's kind of very small minded of her to think that.
Does it cause any negative thoughts about about yourself or anything along those lines?
I mean, sometimes it does make me feel a little bit less masculine.
Okay. Okay. Well, what kind of reaction do you have to that?
I mean, I just usually say some sarcastic remark. Well, actually, I did cook it. Thank you very much.
Okay. And what are kind of what's her response to those, as you say, sarcastic remarks?
Usually genuine surprise, which, I mean, as repetitive as it's been, it kind of surprises me that she still thinks that.
And when she shows surprise over and over again, how does that make you feel?
I mean, just aggravated. It makes me think that she's a little bit closed-minded because obviously I've done it over and over again, and she doesn't believe me and maybe thinks that I'm a liar.
Let's explore that a little bit. Say what you just said one more time for me.
Makes me think that she thinks I'm a liar.
Yeah, how does that...
Well, I mean, it makes me feel like she wouldn't trust anything I said. I mean,
Any other thoughts or anything like that?
it's kind of important that she believes that I do the work that I say I do, and she doesn't think that I'm just kind of making it up every day, and that I'm not really just kind of sitting around being lazy.
Okay. So it's a really good, open dialogue about your thoughts. So, any emotions linked to that?
Mm, I mean, I get annoyed with her because she does think that about me, apparently, from what I gather at least. It is frustrating at times because I feel like, especially since she does it over and over again, that it's probably not going to change anytime soon.
Right. And then how do those feelings and thoughts affect your behavior at work?
I mean, every once in a while I will find myself being lazy because she obviously thinks I already am, so why wouldn't I be?
Any other behaviors linked to? No. So when you find yourself being lazy, have you noticed any consequences to that behavior?
Not really. I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. She already thinks that I'm not doing stuff, so if I just sit around, like sometimes she doesn't even notice. She just almost expects it of me.
Mm. I think that would be frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so, have you ever